Today we're doing another Guess the Song challenge, and by popular demand, it's going to be Radiohead songs. So it's the exact same format as the last one I did. So we have one round of 5 2-second examples. The next round will be 5 1-second examples. And the final round will be 5 half-a-second examples. Also, bear in mind that the little clips will be taken from anywhere within the song. They won't necessarily have come from the very start of the song. And also, obviously, these clips have been prepared by a friend of mine, so I have no idea what's going to be in this. And I'm very scared and very nervous that I'm going to get a completely dismal score. But yeah, just like last time, play along, let me know in the comments what you get. And let's have a listen to the first clip. Okay, I'm fairly sure I know this one. It's very ambient. Let's have a listen again. I should mention also, actually, I forgot to mention that with each example, we're going to listen to the clip twice. So we've listened to it once, now we're going to listen to it again a second time. Okay, I'm fairly sure that this is Tree Fingers from Kid A. Let's find out. Cool, so we're off to a good start, and I'm quite chuffed with that one, to be honest, because it was only really an ambient synth, and I kind of got it straight away, actually, but let's see if it's all downhill from here. This is clip number 2. Okay, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, so got one more listen. Let's have another listen. I'm sort of 60% sure on what I think it is. Oh. Okay, I know it's from In Rainbows. I know that. Oh, I've got to into one. I can hear it in my head and sing it. I'm gonna say Jigsaw Falling Into Place, but I might really regret that. Okay, thank God. For some reason I was thinking in my head it might be Weird Fishes, which is also on that album. But yeah, that's cool. Okay, we're off to a really good start. Clip number 3, let's find out. Okay, I'm doing so well on this. I really did think I'd do really badly on this. I did pretty badly on the Beatles one, but I feel like I know this one already. Let's give this one another listen. Okay, so we've got that breath coming in, and I'm fairly sure this is You and Whose Army. Okay, great. We got 3 out of 3 so far. Obviously, these are the easiest ones. These are the 2-second clips. It might get a much harder game once we get into the 0.5s. But okay, let's proceed. So, clip number 4. Okay, this is the first one where I don't instantly recognise it. The sort of twangy guitar makes me think it's perhaps the first album or the second album, probably the very first album, Pablo Honey, and that would explain as well why I don't know it as well, because I don't listen to the album as much as the others. Right now I don't even really have a guess to give, so I'm going to listen to it again. This might be the end of my run of glory. Man, to be honest, if you played me that clip out of context of doing this game, I wouldn't even say it's Radiohead. Oh, so yeah, I think it's something from Pablo Honey. I can barely remember what's on Pablo Honey. There's one that's called what's it called? Like Lurgy or Lurgy? I'm probably saying it completely wrong, but I'm going to go with that, the Lurgy or whatever it's called. Let's find out. Right, okay, that's the first one I've got wrong, and I knew that Pablo Honey would be my downfall with this, but it's Vegetable from Pablo Honey, and Like, really, to be honest, if you had asked me before today, have Radiohead got a song called Vegetable, I would have said no. But there you go. That's my Achilles heel, and it may not be the first, it may not be the last time that Pablo Honey stings me today, but let's move on. So it's 3 out of 4 so far, and now we're going on to number 5, the last 2-second clip. Okay. It's funny how we got that sort of that chord on the distorted electric guitar, and then on the very last beat that we heard, it went down a semitone, and it was only then that I clocked what song it was. I think if it had cut off before that, I might have been stuck. But yeah, let's listen to it a second time. Okay. I'm fairly sure it's Just. Cool, so yeah, I was fairly confident with that one. But as I said, it was literally that last little chord change that gave it away for me. And in my head, I went from, it sounds a bit like the Bends, to, it's Just. But yeah, that's the end of the 2-second ones. And I've currently got 4 out of 5. If you've got 5 out of 5 so far, well done on that. But it's only going to get harder now. So let's have a listen to the first of our 1-second clips. Okay, I do recognise it. I can kind of imagine in my head what's going to happen next, but I don't know what it's called. That's frustrating. Okay, let's listen to the next replay of it. Okay, I think I've suddenly realised what it is. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's from the King of Limbs, and I think it's Codec. Let's find out. Okay, good. I had a bit of a scare though, because I genuinely recognised it, but I couldn't think what it was called. I only just remembered about Codec. Okay, so we're 5 out of 6. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, okay, that was difficult. It was quite a sort of barrage of sound, really. It was very noisy. My instinct is that it's something from the Bends, but let's use our second listen. The instrumentation, sort of the heavy guitar and the acoustic drum kit, sounds like something from the Bends. So maybe I just need to take a sort of guess or something from the Bends, because beyond that I really don't know what it is. Let's say Nice Dream. Okay, Nice Dream, let's see. Right, so I was right about the Bends, and something that I didn't mention actually, which I probably should have, is that I did feel, even from that short clip, that it was in 6/8. And that's why I went with Nice Dream, because I'm pretty sure that Nice Dream is in 6/8. But it was Sulk, which is also in 6/8, and also from the Bends. But yeah, no point there. But let's move on. So we're now on to clip number 8. And let's see how we go with this one. Oh man, that was really short. I barely caught anything from that. I've got sort of an intuition about what it might be, but let's have another listen. Okay, my intuition is telling me daydreaming, because I feel like I can hear the sort of like muted piano arpeggio in there. Like the most prominent sound is some sort of like cello or something, but I'm going to go with daydreaming it and see how we get on with that. Right, so I was right with the album, I guess, but it's not daydreaming, it's Glass Eyes, which is another one where if you said, like, has Radiohead got a song called Glass Eyes, I wouldn't have said yes, but there you go. So I'm starting to lose the sort of progress that I made at the start. I think I've got 5 out of 8 so far. So if you're currently still on 8 out of 8, I'm very impressed. All right, let's move on. So we've got a couple more of these 1 second clips before we get into the real bad boys at the end. So this is clip number 9. Let's have a listen. Okay. That, I feel, even though it was such a short sort of bombardment of sound, I think I know what this one is. Let's have another listen. Okay, yeah. That sort of fuzzy synth sound is so distinctive. Plus, this is one of my favourite Radiohead songs ever. I'm fairly sure that this is Myxomatosis. Yes. Yes, so that one was another one of those which I just knew instantly, which I'm impressed with only 1 second. Okay, so I'm pulling it back a bit. 6 out of 9 ain't that bad, I guess. Let's listen to the last 1 second clip. Oh man, I don't know what this is. Okay, so we've got some like kind of almost like ethnic sounding percussion, and I think in the sort of left channel we've got more of a piano part, but that does not ring any bells for me. Let's have another listen. I don't know. My instinct is that it's something from A Moon-Shaped Pool. Trying to think what songs are on there which I know it's not, and which songs are on there which it could be. I think the thing is, a bit like how I said Pablo Honey is a weak spot because I don't listen to it as much. Moon-Shaped Pool being the newest album, I have not listened to as much as I have some of the classics. So I know that there's a song on there called I can't actually remember the full name. It's something like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, but it's not that. But you know which one I mean. But I'm going to go with that one, Tinker Tailor. It's just a punt, though. Let's find out. No, so it was Little by Little from The King of Limbs, which, I don't know, it's one I probably should have got. I might have got that if I'd picked up more of the melody, but I just did not recognise that sort of percussion part. And now listening to the full clip, it doesn't sound sort of ethnic at all. To me, it sounded, in the moment, it sounded kind of like some sort of Indian or like Middle Eastern instrument, but nope, it's just like some sort of drum machine thing, and I got it wrong. But that's the end of the 1 second clips. So in a minute, we'll be moving on to the half a second clips, and I've kind of lost track of my score now, but I think I'm going into it with 6 out of 10. Maybe 7 out of 10. I'm not sure. I'll put it on the screen. Okay, so this is maximum difficulty. This is half a second of a Radiohead song and trying to identify it. So let's see how we get on with this. Clip number 1. Whoa. Okay, so it's literally just like a bit of distorted guitar, some sort of percussion hit, and oh man, I have like no idea what this is. Okay, let's use our second listen. Oh god, I really don't know what it is. If you know what this is, I'm so impressed. I'm gonna have to just take a guess. It's definitely heavily distorted. It could be the sort of distorted bit in Paranoid Android, so I'm just going to say that. Paranoid Android. Let's see if that's right. Right, so yeah, I was wrong with that one. And when I heard the answer, when I heard it played as a longer clip, it was obvious. It was Body Snatchers. Definitely one I would have got if I heard more of it, but that's the thing with the 0.5 seconds is, that moment you get has to be something pretty telling. So yeah, like I said, if you got that, that's really quite impressive. I really hope I get one of these 0.5 second ones. Let's see. 4 opportunities left. Let's try it out. Oh, it does ring a bell. It's got some sort of like kind of quite saturated synth sound, but I don't know what song it is. Oh, this is going to be like a really dismal end to this video, isn't it? Well, I just get none of these right. Okay, let's have one more listen. Oh man, it's going to be another guess. Oh, let's just say Idiotech, because I know that's got lots of synth on it. Oh no! So yeah, once again, that's one of my favourites as well. But yeah, I got that wrong. That's Everything in Its Right Place. But it's not in its right place because I got it absolutely wrong. Let's move on. So we've got 3 chances left. I really want to get one of these right. Oh God. What was that? That was like a little scratching sound. I would have said Just. I would have said it was like the little guitar scratch before the solo, but we've already had Just. What could it be if it's not that? Do I go with Paranoid Android again? I'm really failing at this now. So yeah, if you guys are getting this, this is so impressive. But okay, I've got one more listen. Let's have a listen to that scratch again. No, I'm not getting anything from that. Okay, let's say Paranoid Android and pray to God. Oh no. So it was Hunting Bears, and once again, as with all of these 0.5s, the moment I heard the longer clip I knew what it was, but it was just that little moment of it didn't give me enough information. But yeah, if you guys are getting these, I'm so impressed. But 2 opportunities left to get the 0.5 thing. I think the only thing that saved me is I did pretty well in the first round. But apart from that, I'm going to wind up with a pretty embarrassing score here. Let's see how we get on. Okay. This time I have a slight clue. I have a slight idea in my head of what it is. Let's listen again. Alright. I think this is Nude. Oh, thank God. Never has Nude sounded so good. I'm so relieved that I got one of these right. It was just something in the texture of the voice and the instrumentation that just made me think of Nude. And Nude is one of my absolute favourite Radiohead songs, so I think I've just put in the hours with that one. But right, we're on the last clip here. So if you're still on 14 out of 14 so far, then that is incredibly impressive, and I'm sure you'll be gloating in the comments. But yeah, here's the last one and my last chance to redeem myself. Okay, tiny bit of voice, bit of drums. My instinct is that it's something from In Rainbows. That might be completely wrong though. Let's have the last listen. Oh, I don't know. It sounds like something kind of slow. Oh, I really don't know. This is just embarrassing now, isn't it? Okay, let's take a punt. Something from In Rainbows. Let's say All I Need. All I Need from In Rainbows. Let's try that. No. Oh. So no, I have fallen at the last hurdle. It was Wolf at the Door, which is one of my favourites. I just couldn't pick it up on that 0.5. But that's it. So I got 7 out of 15, so just under half. And on the Beatles one we did of this, I got 8 out of 15. So I've actually done a little bit worse. But I think 7 out of 15 is just about acceptable for a sort of respectable score. But yeah, let me know how you guys got on. Let me know if you got full marks, which would be highly impressive. And let me know what artists I should try this again with. I've been suggested Queen, Pink Floyd. The problem for me is that I started with the artist I know best, which is the Beatles, and now I've done the artist I know second best. So my score is only going to start getting worse. And considering I've only ever just got half, that's pretty bad. But maybe I need to do some more homework. But yeah, let me know what you like, and thanks for watching. And as always, a massive, massive thanks goes to everyone who supports me on Patreon, including the names you see on screen right now, and Andre Sainz Diaja, Andy Deacon, Andrew Brown, Andrew Sussman, Austin Barrett, Austin Russell, Bob McKinstry, Whitney Parker, Cameron Allvilla, Colin Aiken, Chris Cabell, Christopher Ryan, David Rivers, Donald Howard, Dr. Darren Wicks, Elena Skorchenko, Eugene Leroy, FD Hodor, Greg Kabowski, Ilamola Toner, Hamish Brocklebank, Hernick Kutcher, Hugo Miller, Ivan Pang, Jake Fisher, James Ko, J.A. Hookensparger, John Dye, Josh Sanderlin, Justin Vigor, Lee Lauritsen, Mark Ziegenhagen, Max O'Keefe, Melody Composer Squared, Melanie Schonert, Michael Vivian, Nancy Gillard, Nathan Lawrence, Nathaniel Park, Paul Middleton, Paul Muller, Paul Pazel, Peter Dunphy, Richard Bride, Roger Clay, John Kennedy, Steve Daly, Stephen Lazaro, Tim Beaker, Homer Aharoni, Trisha Adams, Tim Payne, Victor Levy, Vidad Flowers, Vladimir Kodakov, Volti, and Waylon Fairbanks.